everyone, welcome to Weekend Box Office, where it looks like First Acts once again is a huge international franchise. It did really well at the international market and the domestic market, although it opened kind of like expected. I think this number, and looks like also Guardian of the Galaxy Volume 3 holding quite well overall box office. Okay, so the first we'll be looking into is this First Acts. For some reason, I see some people were like calling this movie to be flops for some reason. I think this movie opened quite well. It is comparable with the other movie in this franchise. So it looks like First Acts did open. Okay, so the domestic number is a little low, I guess, is $67 million, which it was, I think, anticipated to open between 60 to 70 million dollars. So I think it did open to the expected number. Like, it's not a below expectation for this movie. Once again, it is an international like box office type movie. It's not a domestic. It's not that hit, let's be honest here. Also the word of mouth for this movie, I think the domestic market is for okay, I think, but this is once again, especially all this market, China, Mexico, Brazil, French. Oh, this movie did really well at the international market. So looks like this movie overseas, it did $251 million, and total is opening to 319 globally. Like, once again, it's really impressive because this movie, once again, the First Acts is the third best global start for a Fast and Furious movie franchise after Fate of the Furious opened to $541 million and the Furious 7, which did open to $397.6 million. And yeah, even First 9, it did end up making 726. It was during the pandemic time it came out. So this number 320, I say it is a huge win for Universal Studio, because end of the day, I think this movie, it did cost a lot to make. If I'm not wrong, I think it cost to make around $330 million is the budget for this movie. So this movie's budget is quite high. But it did open really well. I do think at this point it could make $1 billion without any problem. Especially looks like international market. This movie is really liked, especially in China. I think I saw it open to $77 million, which is really impressive. Also impressive is the Guardian of the Galaxy. Looks like it did, like, as of now, and according to Box Office Mojo, sometimes this Box Office Mojo's number, I should mention, sometimes they do change by the Monday, so this number do changes, but as of today, which is Sunday, looks like this movie, it is sitting on domestic is 266, international is 392, total box office is $659 million at the worldwide market. Honestly, I'm personally really surprised. This movie crossed to $659 million on its third weekend, because it's pretty impressive. And I thought this movie will not do that good. But it's just a testament to this movie doing good is that this movie is really liked franchise. Guardian of the Galaxy is beloved franchise all around. People really like Chris Pratt, who did have just this $1 billion movie called Super Mario Bros., which did just cross $1.2 billion. This Guardian of the Galaxy franchise is really beloved by audience all over, I feel like, because that is the, like, otherwise if it was any other MCU movie, I don't think it could have done this well. So I think Disney still gotta be really upset that this movie didn't do as good as it could have been, because this movie, end of the day, it did cost to make $250 million, which is really high. Like, why they're giving this much money to this movie? Then again, it is like, it did got a good word of mouth from the people, I feel like. Or yeah, overall, yeah, First Acts looks like it might be making $1 billion, and Guardian of the Galaxy looks like it's not a flop after all. So that is really surprising for me personally, because I thought it's not gonna do good. But then again, word of the mouth is really good for this movie. And that's my thought on this weekend box office. Let me know in the comment which movie surprised you which movie you think doing good, and let me know in the comment. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to share my other videos on other topics. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe. Until I see you next time, please take care.